Hi there! Welcome to the Australian National University Open Week. We're so stoked to have you here. My name's Tilly Higginbotham and I'm the manager of the Global Programs team here at the Australian National University. I'm really excited to have you in this session today. You're going to learn a lot about the different international opportunities that are available to students who choose to come and study their degree at the Australian National University. We have so many different opportunities for students and we really pride ourselves on the international opportunities that our students take up. I'm here to tell you a little bit about the different examples of programs that you can go on and how you might go about crafting your international experience as part of your degree program. So during today's session, we're going to talk about why it is you might like to study overseas, although I'm hoping that many of you aren't going to need too much convincing. We'll also talk about the different opportunities that are available to students so that you get an idea about what it is you might like to do when you do come and study with us. We'll also talk about funding that's available to students to make it a lot easier for you to get overseas, hopefully more than once. And we'll talk about the where to next. The other thing that I'd really like to encourage you to do is to come along to some of the other sessions that the Global Programs team will run during the week. We will have some panels with really interesting students, as well as an opportunity for you to chat live with one of my team members. So if you do have any follow-up questions, please don't hesitate to come along to one of those. So let's get straight into it. First of all, let's talk a little bit about why you might like to go overseas to study and to do part of your degree program. We really talk to students about the three main reasons that you might like to have an international experience. They are personal growth, academic opportunity, and professional experience. So we'll start with personal growth. International study and getting overseas is a great way to expand your mind and to broaden your perspective. It's a fantastic way to increase your cultural understanding and to develop a greater understanding of yourself and your place in the world. It's also a fantastic way for you to create networks and for you to make connections with other people that can last a lifetime. Those connections can also help you with things like your professional experience. If you have an interest in getting a job overseas in the future, then the friends that you make through some of your international study experiences will likely be those who open doors for you professionally in the future as well. Secondly, academic opportunity. Now, whilst ANU is a really fantastic institution, going overseas to do part of your degree program is a really good way to access courses that we may not teach. It's also a fantastic way to learn about other academic offerings and to compare your studies here in Australia to studies overseas as well. It's also likely that you'll graduate from your ANU degree program with a transcript from another institution, and you might also develop an interest in different research areas or have exposure to different researchers with a different perspective of the world, and thus, that will really help you figure out your place in it as well. Finally, professional experience. What better way to learn more about yourself, to build resilience and to build those career-ready skills than to gain some independence by going overseas? Whether it's losing your passport when you arrive in country or learning more about yourself through an internship that you undertake in country, these type of experiences are great ways to build your resume and for you to kind of solidify what it is that your future career might look like as well. At ANU, we have plenty of different opportunities for students. As you can see, we have short-term opportunities, which might last anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks. We have semester-length opportunities that are for a full semester, and we also have year-long opportunities, which would take you overseas for 12 months or more. We're going to go through each of these opportunities in a bit more detail now. The first program that I'd like to tell you about, and one of our most exciting programs, is our Primo First Year Abroad program. This is a signature ANU program in which we support students to have an international experience in the first year of their studies. We work very closely with partner institutions and with the ANU colleges to craft experiences that fit within your degree program. These partners offer courses that are very supportive, that allow first year students to study, and they're great ways for you to get a taste of international experience in that first year that you're here with us studying at the ANU. We also have funding available to students to support them financially to have these type of experiences. And these change year to year. You can see on the slide here that we have experiences in Japan, in Canada, and in South Korea. They're really fantastic opportunities, and we have some great students who share some of their experiences in our blog posts as well, if you're interested in finding out a little bit more. The next experience I'd like to talk to you about is one of our fantastic partners, Achievers. Achievers is a consortium of Australian universities and a great way to access one of our closest neighbours, Indonesia. Achievers offer lots of different course options for students, from practicums through to language courses. There's plenty of funding available, and if you are interested in going over to Indonesia, then Achievers is definitely a fantastic mechanism to be able to get there. You can do this over the Australian summer or the Australian winter, and if you have deeper inquiries about Achievers, please go to our website and read about the different opportunities available. The next option, and an option that a lot of our students take up, is engagement with the ANU academic colleges. We have students who go on field school programs or study tours with ANU academics all over the world. These programs usually last for between 2 and 6 weeks, and they're developed by ANU academics. You travel with ANU students overseas, and you usually have 1, 2 or 3 academic staff supporting you on those programs. We have students go to Vietnam, Myanmar, Russia, all sorts of really fantastic places, and you're taught by the best of the best. Often you visit other institutions or organisations, and it's a fantastic way of developing deeper relationships with students as well as academic staff, and being able to test some of the knowledge that you learn in the classroom out in the field. The next program that I'd like to talk about is some of our independent learning abroad programs. Now, some of the short course options that we have available might not quite pique your interest. If you've found a summer or winter school program internationally that you'd like to take, there is a possibility that it can be credited to your ANU degree. These programs are usually run for between 2 to 6 weeks over the summer or winter break. There's fantastic different choices available for you, and the best thing to do is to talk to the college about whether a program that you find is available to you as well. With these programs, ordinarily you would pay tuition to the host institution rather than tuition here at ANU. The next option I'd like to talk to you about is student exchange programs. Now, most students before coming to university have heard about student exchange. Exchange works on a principle of reciprocity. We send students overseas to do part of their degree, and in turn we actually welcome students here to ANU to study with us for a semester or a full year. Exchange is a fantastic opportunity to have a really immersive experience at one of our 200+ exchange partners. Primarily, exchange programs are for undergraduate students. We have a few options for postgraduate students. Students need to have completed a full year of study here at ANU before they'd be going overseas. And there are a few other prerequisites that need to be met, such as having a GPA of 4 or above. Students need to have a GPA of 4 out of 7 to be able to go on exchange, and they need to have approval from their academic college to make sure that these studies fit within their degree program. You go overseas for 6 to 12 months and study at the host institution, and students come here and study similarly at ANU. You would pay tuition to ANU, so if you're a student accessing HEX, that can be put on your HEX account. It's a really fantastic way to have an immersive experience abroad, and we have some really fantastic partner institutions that send brilliant students and welcome some of our brilliant students to their campus as well. If you do have further inquiries about exchange, the panel that we'll be running during this week will be a fantastic opportunity to hear from students. Otherwise, we have some brilliant blog posts on the Global Programs blog that you're very welcome to read over as well. Another option for students who do come to ANU is to engage in the Year in Asia program. Now, this is actually a degree program offered by the College of Asia and the Pacific. If you're particularly interested in this, my advice would be to go and talk to the CAP team. We use so many acronyms at ANU. This is a fantastic way of adding a full year to your degree program and having a year in Asia, studying language, studying academic programs, and having a really immersive experience. There are lots of different funding options available for students who do go overseas. One option is OS Help. OS Help is a loan program that's available to students who are in Commonwealth supported places. You do need to have finished a full year of your studies prior to being eligible to access OS Help, but it's a great way to get just under $10,000 as a loan that can go towards your international program. There are also an array of various grants available to students. Some of the grants are offered by the university, such as the Vice-Chancellor's Travel Grant, and we also have grant funding through some government mechanisms, such as the New Colombo Plan as well. There are also plenty of different scholarships available to students, some of which are really, really prestigious, particularly if you're interested in studying in the Indo-Pacific. You can engage with such scholarship programs as the Westpac Asian Exchange Program or the New Colombo Plan Scholarship Program as well. So we've come quite close to the end of our program, but I don't want you to take my word for it. The best thing that you can do is to do some of your own research into options that fit with your interests and your degree program. We have some great resources available to students and to non-students to find out about what it is that ANU students do overseas and what it is that you might have opportunities to access when you come and study with us as well. We've put up the links to our blog, to our website, our Facebook page, as well as our Instagram. So please engage with those, follow us on our social media pages and see what students are doing all over the world. Thank you so much for listening to us today. We're really looking forward to having you in one of our panels. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to come along to one of our drop-in sessions later in the week and we'll answer any questions you might have. Have a really good time, enjoy Open Week, and we'll hopefully see you soon at ANU.